Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we're asked to use the graph of f to find a number delta such that if the absolute value of x minus 1 is less than delta, then the absolute value of f of x minus 1 is less than 0.2. So to solve this problem, first we're going to have to dissect what these absolute value inequalities actually mean. So if we have the absolute value of x minus 1 is less than delta, this means the magnitude of what's inside the absolute value is less than delta, which means that it's either less than delta or greater than negative delta. In a similar way, f of x minus 1, its absolute value being less than 2, means that it's greater than negative 0.2 and less than positive 0.2. And in solving this, we get that we are talking about values of f of x that are less than 1.2 and greater than 0.8. And we are saying that we need to find a delta for which, solving this inequality, for these values of the function, which are between 0.8 and 1.2, there exists a delta, a difference from 1, right, for which all values of x inputted into this function are going to output between 0.8 and 1.2. So let's see what that actually means if we're looking at this graph. So for values of f between 0.8 and 1.2, we can say that these y values correspond with these x values. So x has to be less than 1.1 and greater than 0.7. We can see this corresponds with 1 minus delta and 1 plus delta. So if we say 1 minus delta is equal to 0.7 and 1 plus delta is equal to 1.1, we can see, solving for delta here, that delta equals 0.3 if we're looking in the negative direction from 1. And solving this, we get that it's equal to 0.1 if we're looking in the positive direction. So this means that if you go 0.3 to the left of 1, you're going to get f of x values that are outside of this range. And if you go 0.1 to the right of 1, then you're also going to get values of f that are outside of the range that we're looking at. This means that we're going to choose between 0.3 and 0.1. If we go 0.3 to the right, this is outside of the range of values that we're looking for, because that would be corresponding with 1.3. Right, so we have to go with the lesser of these two values, because 0.1 corresponds with 1.1. The alternative is 0.9 in the other direction, and we can see that that falls within this range of values between 1.2 and 0.8. Right, so you have to go with the more restrictive delta, the more restrictive distance from 1, and that's why we say that delta here is equal to 0.1.